be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick up that duck. Welcome to the Blue, Washington Martin Stadium, Washington State. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Blue Bears, taking on a team from the Pac-12, Washington State. Sports College Football Iowa State. We're here in Blue by a couple of legends, and yes, we use it completely. University of Georgia and former Gators, guys get down to the field. Fielding in the end zone, it's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get it here on the sideline and bring it over to the end zone, being knocked down at the 11. So California's offense will have the opening possession of the game. You know that connection between quarterback and wide receiver just takes some time. We'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like with a guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got time. You've seen he's done it. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air. It's back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gonna look outfield again. Right down the middle. Got his man all by himself. Open field on the right. Just
what are you niggas doing?
And he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's your quick throw out to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone.
That's crazy.
Touchdown, Golden Bears.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit over the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped on the 18. The Cougars offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. And here comes for the first time the start of this talented freshman in Jesse. It seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because never played in an environment like this, and he's never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy. That was 1920. So imagine now all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Smith wants to throw. And that's incomplete. Defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. And the Golden Bears will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Touchdown, Cal! Fit it in the window for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds on the 29. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick.
Breaks into the open. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
The left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Smith dropping to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jason.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you kick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Paul, I bet you're going to love being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Yeah.
Stopping at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Makes the catch, it's King. Good pick up there, they'll move the chains.
How they doing this crossover as
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job, the wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Not receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabs it in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Westbrook. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Smith wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down.
Everything so.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Picked off, and they roll in an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return.
This is crazy.
His defense has set them up with a big play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. To the edge, it's Harry. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Pocket breaking down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Come on.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession deficit.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
This freshman quarterback is screaming out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison. Turns it on in midfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. After that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Washington State will come to the line.
If you read it, you'll understand a lot too. But this is
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
24, Washington State, 7.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Smith dropping to pass. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Washington State going quickly. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Touchdown, Washington State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score.
That's cool.
That was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside the spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it. Sweet cut there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and out halftime. I think that.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like we've had a very enjoyable day here today in Pullman. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the numbers on that offensive line.
All wideouts, no bats. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game. Right when I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive.
We got to throw make them go downfield quarterback.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2 possessions.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The throw. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. To throw, it's Mack. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Look for the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time,
he's going for the big play. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Able to punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made.
Gotta get it together. Go.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, you got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides.